have been to me personally and to the generation in which we are living. It's the one reason I invited them to be here, and I'm thankful that they didn't turn down that request. Thank you very much for being here. Now, a lot is said to young persons, to the young people today. Some of us are blamed for not being who we were created to be, for not being who we're supposed to be, for living beyond expectation. But I want to ask you this evening, I don't know who's starting first, I don't know if Manti is still going to ask the gentleman to start, but my question is, at what point in your lives did you realize that you had to step up your game, you had to do it differently, you had to stand out? I just love this microphone. 5 people.
Okay, at what point in my life did I realize? I like to start at the point where I felt, I wouldn't say hungry. Hungry is relative. Hunger doesn't mean I felt a desire for food. Hunger for me was that I felt a desire for more. I was opportune to be one of those children, those black children that hasn't used the internet the way lots of black children use it. So I remember those days, all I used to do when Yahoo Mail and all that came, Yahoo Chats came, was I was looking for opportunities. And I saw a lot of teenagers like me then that were doing excellently well. And I have always wanted to be different in my path. Aside my personality traits, but I've always wanted to do more. So if this is the limit anyone can reach, I'm asking what's the next limit after this? Or is there a limit? Can I break the glass ceiling? So at that point, it didn't matter to me. I didn't even remember where I came from. So I come from a village like everybody does. Like recently I was saying to someone, for those that come from Plaza, they come from the town. I don't come from Plaza. I come from a village that has not had lights for lots of years, like you said. But recently, we've started having lights once in a while. So it wasn't, and then I was born in the north. I was born in Kano.
Okay.
And for us in Kano, I think traditionally for the young people in the north, for those that are doing well, they are hustlers. So girl, male, female, everybody wanted to do something. But I always wanted to do more than just was ordinary. And that was for me my drive. And
How
up to this
old were
point.
you? How old were you when you started making money?
When I started making money, I was 13. I used to sell Zobo and bonds in school. So at 13, I have a mother that is multi-talented. So she's a nurse, and then she works with a teaching hospital. And she heads her unit. But every morning, before she gets to work, she had this Coca-Cola plate.
Okay.
So she would still fry buns, fry egg rolls, do meat pie. It wasn't that she wasn't having a good salary. I think she just was not ever able to sit back and depend on the salary. I think yes.
Okay. So what's the definition of a person being productive? A young person being productive? I'm coming to Mr. Raphael.
What's my definition of a young person being productive? As impossible as this may sound, is knowing what you have to do and doing it well. If the young person is selling pure water, sell it in such a way that your return on investment is more than what you started out with. I don't care what your pedigree. Okay, so it's good to have an education, don't get me wrong. It's good to have an education. But when you have an education and you're not skilled in what you do. So let me take Mr. Raphael as an example. We all know Mr. Raphael. He has an education, but he has a skill. Let us not miss that part. You have an education, you are a teacher, or you have a skill. And this skill can pay your bills. So whatever you do, be so skilled enough that that thing, you understand that thing so well that it can pay you for whatever investment they put in, be it in your education or in even giving you food to eat. Be able to return that investment.
A round of applause for her, please. Okay, Mr. Raphael, good evening to you.
Very good.
How are you, sir?
Always fine.
What does it feel like to be the special assistant to the governor?
It's a job, someone's got to do it. I just happen to be the one doing it now. So. Yeah.
People, you're about to be wild. So at what point in your life did you realize that you had to be different from your peers?
I'm not different. Maybe I'm just more hungry. Nothing motivates
You're just
someone.
more
Hungry.
hungry. Is it the hunger for food?
Hunger for anything, including
Hunger for
food.
fame?
For anything.
Hunger for money?
Because I think nothing motivates someone more than hunger. It could be hunger for food, where you have the option of either working for it or stealing it, or begging for it. It could be hunger for success. And quite a number of people have got stories growing up. Maxi sold Zobo and chicken, imagine.
What did you say? Something you sold. Abby?
Of course I did. Maxi might have been a trader, I was a hawker. Some of the things I sold don't have English names. So I could give Meme because my parents. But that's the truth. Meme. There's somebody in this building who knows the story because they live in the same compound as myself when we were growing up.
Do you mind?
No, he's seated in the house. So some of us had to decide early on to either fix in or stand out. It's an option. But to either blame someone or do something. To either be one of them or be who you really want to be. So growing up, it wasn't very rosy. I don't want to go into a long story. But I think what basically can put this story into perspective is less than 2 weeks ago, I had 26 people come to where I live, and the 26 of them were the executive of the market, the president and all. Somebody gave them my number, someone started calling me. And they came to make me a patron of the market traders. But then I asked them why, and they said somebody told them that I used to work in the same eater market. So they thought it was something they wanted to identify. And so I didn't see that as doing anything out of place. I happened to be the last of 6 boys. My parents didn't have, they have a girl child. And so if you're the last born in a family where there is no girl, automatically you are the girl. Because all the girls work. You are the one who gets to do it. Incidentally, my parents also had me because they wanted a girl. They had stopped having children. 7 years after they had 5 boys, they decided to try again. They were going to have a girl. And this is the girl seated here. And so I had to do some of the girly things. But then I didn't see it as work. I saw it as helping my mother. So she was a teacher. So after school, we would cut water leaf, I carried a miner, I had to top market, and I was happy to sell it. Whatever vegetables we could lay hand on. There's something called amaranthus. I think they popularly call it green. A lot of people of my generation might not even know. So anything that nature. I sold, I had a showcase. Somebody once asked me, how come you know all the streets in New York? I said it was because of hawking groundnuts. I would walk from Udossenoko to Udossenenta to Enaoko to Udoipoya to Udoipompo. And I had a showcase. You know when they put groundnuts one side, they put corn the other side. They call it manpower. And all of that.
Okay.
But then all of that I think shaped me. Until 2002, there was no television anywhere in my house. My elder brother got the first TV in my house in 2002. We grew up on the staple of the radio. Well, there's only one 2012.
Just need to be sure.
But then I always loved to listen to the radio. I knew everybody on radio. I knew the programs, I love all the programs on radio. My father made it a point of duty to always ask me, What time is Imam was not going to do that tonight? I'll tell him when it's going to start, when it's going to end. But then I also used to go watch television at the neighbor's house. Always 9 o'clock network news. Because the only news then, there was no channels, no AIT, nothing of anything. There was no PassionTV. There was no internet. And if you've ever watched television through somebody's window before, not inside the house,
Raise your hand, please.
through the window, after a while the owner of the house comes and closes the curtain. And now, this was the difference. When he closed the curtain, sometimes it was because he had a guest, most people would leave. I will sit outside and listen to the television. Now you're supposed to be watching TV, but I would sit on someone's veranda so that I could hear TV and imagine what was showing on the television. Now, Mr. Donelapa is seated here. He knows everything I'm saying is true. He knows that. Now, that didn't make me feel like I lost anything. But I once heard somebody tell me that until you have something to sell, you'll perennially be in need. And so I decided to see what did I have that I could sell.
What was that?
And I found out I got into the media by accident. I started talking for free for a very long time. And then after a while, someone started paying me for talking. And after people started paying me, companies started paying me. And now government is paying me for doing the same thing. And the beautiful thing about it, pick a job that you love, you never have to work for the rest of your life. It's nothing as nice as being given money to do something which you enjoy doing and which you would actually do free of charge. So like I said, it was the hunger to ensure that whatever circumstances I found myself, I would rise on Nakada from the circumstances. But then, we're not there yet. We'll thank God for where we are, and we're hopeful that we're going to do something else.
A round of applause, please.